Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
I'm going to do a quick overview of this game. So what you're going to have is red books and blue books. Everybody's going to start with a red book. When you flip yours over, it's going to tell you here, 8+, you need words that have at least 8 words in them. It can be 2 words, 3 words, whatever. They need to have these symbols on them and the things that live underwater. If you're able to do that a turn, you would flip this over and you would draw the blue one. When you have the blue one, it'll be a little bit harder. This says 10+ letters, no symbols required, equal number of vowels and consonants. When you get this over and everybody is done, then you will flip over another red one, which will have a final chapter on it. They all do. So now you're ignoring this side. You're just doing this one. And everybody has to do the final chapter. 12+ words, use 5 of the same symbol. The words have to be pertaining to emotions and feelings. Everybody has to complete it on the same turn. The first 2 that you do not. I can finish mine and you can't finish yours. But when we do the final chapter, everybody has to complete it on the same turn, and then you win the game. To lose the game, you're going to be using this burn tracker. Whenever you have to put a tile on the burn tracker, which I'll show you in a few minutes, that's fine. But if you get a certain number, depending on your difficulty level, when this is full, you will lose the game. And this will be when you have too many tiles in your library, a tile will come out here. I'll show you how that works in the flow of the game, but this is how you would lose. Set the game is very simple. There's going to be 3 of the tiles that are set aside that will be communal letters, and these will be in the middle, and there's 3. Anybody can use these, and everybody will have 5 tiles that will be dealt to them. You will also gain a red card, a red book that you'll be trying to accomplish. Once you've done this, you're set up and you're ready to go. The first thing you do on a turn is you're going to draw tiles from the bag. Everybody's going to get 7 additional tiles, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you add them to whatever number you already have. When you start the game out, you have 5. You'll draw 7, so you'll start out with 7 of these letter tiles to get you going. When ready, you're going to flip over the sand timer, and you will have 3 minutes to create as many words as you want. And you can do that, let's say D-A-M-E. I'm just kind of going fast on camera. This is not going to go well. Now, words do have to have at least 3 letters in them, so I couldn't use go, but I could definitely use goo. I don't know if that's the best use of these words, but I want to give you some examples. Now, I can also use letters from somebody next to me. I could just use one of those letters and try to make something in here for them. So maybe I would go, is he a word? He? I don't know. I could also take a word from up here, maybe use hen. I could take it from the library or from other players. And once again, they could also use letters that I have. So we're communally using these to build words. Now, if I want to accomplish this, I would need to have words with 8 letters. I want to have these orange symbols on them and things that live underwater. So dame, goo, hen, none of those would be underwater, right? But maybe I could do something like this. Let's say I wanted to build the word fish. I could take this. This one's a blank one. Has all the symbols on, one of those powerful ones. I could say F and take an I, take an S from a neighbor, and put an H up there. That would be fish. That would be one of the 4 letters. It has one of these symbols on it. It lives underwater. So when the 3 minutes are up, you confirm these are all words. So if I put I-E-N, well, that's not a word. That would go back up to the library, etc. So these are words. Only one of them is something that lives underwater. So this would meet the criteria, but doesn't have 8 letters or 8+. Dame and goose. So I would live for another day. So even if you can't make words on this, you want to keep these because you can use these letters for the next turn. Now, at the beginning of the game, you would choose whether you play normal, hard, or legendary. Let's say we're playing normal. Our library limit is 3, and we can have up to 3 burned letters. So let's take a look and see what that is. So and now here's our library because we had to push everything up we didn't use. We have more than 3 there on normal. So that means what we're going to do is we're going to turn over all of the ones in here. We're going to mix them up, and we're going to choose one at random that will be burnt. And that would go in the burnt tracker. And I'm 1/3 of the way to losing the game. These would be turned back over, and I could save any of the letters I want, but I can only save 3. So let's say I want to keep 1 E, 1 W, and I. So I would get rid of these, and these would be thrown back into the discard bag and set aside. This one's permanently out of the game. Discard ones go back in the bag, and this is our new library, and I get to keep these right here. So theoretically, next turn, I would draw 7 tiles, and I would have even more letters to play off of. Then I'm going to take the villain cards, which have been shuffled up. I'm going to flip over the top one. And they will each say something on them. It says each player must discard their shortest word, or whoever has the longest word must discard it. That would be a choice that would be made. So you do one of these cards per turn. Now, a subsequent turn, another one may come out. If it's the same person, it goes on top of it, and then you would do this one and then that one. On a subsequent turn, if you turn another one over and it's not that person, you set it aside and you only do this card negative. So they can get more powerful the longer the game goes on. If you're adding 3, 4 of these type cards, you're getting rid of a lot of tiles. And that's a quick overview of how you play Illiterati.